You gotta think about it. Think about it.
Game Girl, Game Boy,
Superstar DJs. Here we go!
Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here to do a VR video, a video response. Haven't done one of these in quite some time. In fact, I'm going to do one immediately after I call it this one. I'm going to do a further one. So yeah, check them out whenever I upload them. This one is a VR2 X-Files 2708. Awesome channel. Hopefully you can see that. Just tilt the tripod round. Yeah, fantastic channel. Loads of awesome film pickups, predominantly focused on horror, albeit it does branch out into a few other tastes as well. But yeah, as well as getting me, kind of triggering me to check out films I hadn't seen in a while. There's quite a few titles that he comes up with, and they branch across the decades. They really do. But yeah, it's kind of prompted me to buy a few things and build my own collection a bit more. For those of you that watched a bit of this channel, particularly the film related videos, I have been rebuying. I guess rebuying a lot of physical DVDs and upgrading some to Blu-ray, a few 4K as well. Just a few people, I think there's a sentiment around the streaming companies just going a bit crazy with putting the costs up year on year, and you kind of have to subscribe to a series of them in order to, for me anyway, to be able to have access to the kinds of films that I'd want to watch. And equally, there's quite a few films that aren't on any of them, so I've taken the physical route. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So X-Files 2708 has done a video. I'm not too sure if he started it, but certainly there's a few other people popping up doing responses around 10 videos or 10 films that you own, but you haven't yet seen. So I kind of had a look through. I've got 10 here, which I'll go through. Some of them, yeah, I mean, you want maybe quite a few. We'll see. Yes, let me know in the comments. Might be some you're like, bloody hell, I can't believe you haven't seen that. I wouldn't say there's anything massively obscure in here, but yeah, we'll kind of crack on, and obviously I won't talk too much about each of them because I haven't bloody seen them. So could be an interesting one. But the first one I picked, in fact, was one X-Files 2708 showed on it might be a top 10 or top 20 video, and then more recently I think it picked up a special edition copy of it, which I think had the TV edit of it. But it's I think Spielberg's his first film, Duel, from early 70s, perhaps 1971. Pretty sure it's early 70s. I think 1971. About a guy that's a salesman. He's on the road and he's being terrorised by that their truck. It's a bit of a thriller stroke horror, I guess. But yeah, looking forward to checking that out. It'll be a good poignant one to start, because that was the one which I kind of heard X-Files 2708 talk about a fair bit. So yeah, I was keen to get it. It was fairly reasonable, be it 4K on Amazon. So a few bits to get through Amazon, and cheekily added that to the order. I might actually watch it once I've done the 2 VR, so looking forward to that one. This one my wife has seen a million times, and perhaps I've kind of dodged it by going into the other room, or just been doing something else for whatever reason. But it's West Side Story. Of course I've probably seen, so I haven't seen it at all. I don't think I've seen it in its entirety. Might have seen the odd kind of clip. Probably hard to escape from that. It's a popular film. I know that Leonard Bernstein's done the tunes. I probably name it as America and Officer Krupke. There's some very, very popular songs on there, but I haven't seen it start to finish, and perhaps I should. So that's number 2. Number 3 might be a bit of a I guess a slight surprise to those of you who've seen, like, again, my kind of film related videos where I talk a little bit about David Lynch, and I haven't seen Eraserhead, which I think is the first feature length film that he's done, and I've no idea why. I think this is, I don't know how long they had this for. I've had a few copies of Eraserhead. Maybe I've kind of bought it and moved it on like a few years ago, and I think perhaps I've kind of got it back into the collection this time around. It's having a little rattle in there. It's just one of those strange spindly things. It's all secure, so I need to see that. God knows why. No real reason. I mean, like avoiding it or anything. Just haven't got around to seeing it. So yeah, Eraserhead is number 3. Yeah, pretty a biggie. One would argue a sequel came out in more recent years. See, James Cameron film. I think it was. Tell me in the comments if I'm talking bullshit, but I think it was probably the first film he did after Titanic, perhaps. But there was a bit of a gap between it. I think he went and did other stuff and was kind of producing things. But in terms of directing, I think this is the first one since Titanic. And just for whatever reason, never got around to seeing it. My mum and sister went to see it at the cinema. And I think I got invited again. I can't remember. I quite like the cinema, so there must be a plausible reason why I didn't want to go and see it. But it was pretty sure it was in like 3D, and my mum was horrifically ill watching it. The cinema, she just couldn't get comfortable with 3D, so they left. So they haven't bloody seen it either. So again, perhaps I should put that one on. Let me know thoughts on that, and also the sequel as well. Is that worth picking up or not? Well, my phone camera's doing funny things. I think it just cut off there. So I'll go back and cover this one again. So yeah, Pan's Labyrinth, Guillermo del Toro, butchering the name, I'm sure. I think he's a Spanish director, did Hellboys, the Hellboy films. Yeah, this looks pretty screwed up from the back. I think some people have kind of quoted it. I'm not necessarily off the bat, but I think someone else mentioned that it's a bit of a Alice in Wonder, more surreal version, if that's possible, of an Alice in Wonderland. But it looks disturbing. It's a 15, but I am a complete wuss. So yeah, need to check that one out. So that's Pan's Labyrinth. I do like war films. Again, it's a big bloody war film. Platoon, Oliver Stone. I think it's based around his experiences of the of war, being in the army, and it's got some particularly Willem Dafoe. I bloody love Willem Dafoe. Charlie Sheen, but yeah, Tom Berenger. Just haven't got around to seeing that one either. This one fairly recently came out via Arrow. I pre-ordered it. And I'm pretty sure, I'll tag him, I'm pretty sure it was Scott Sega Zombie who was kind of speaking about this one. Perhaps from when he was, I don't know, from when he was younger, he kind of saw it. It was just a bugger to get. I think this was like a year or so ago, if it was Scott. I think he imported it from the States to get a copy. And obviously since then, it's now Arrow have sensibly grabbed hold of it. So Last Starfighter, 1984. I think a guy it's kind of a dream scenario for a lot of us. A guy that's really into his video games. He's actually being recruited by, is it like a bit of an alien race? So playing this particular arcade game is proving himself as a worthy starfighter, so he can then go and help them out on their conquest. Is what I can kind of gather from the very precise blurbage at the back. So yeah, I need to see that. Actually, it's shiny because it's new and unopened and unwatched. I think 3 more. Hopefully that's 10. I think there's 3 more to go. My namesake, or Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, remember when this came out? I think I had opportunity to go and see it at the cinema. I just didn't. I've always found it it sounds a bit really odd, but just the kind of the makeup, the effects on Johnny Depp, just to be a bit bloody eerie, a bit of a like a Hellraiser Pinhead type look. just be a bit pale, a bit nasty. So yeah, and again, I need to see this one. I used to have a bit of a hot spot for Winona Ryder, so yeah, that might be a reason to watch it. What a perv. Yeah, this one gets some fairly... who's given it the 5 stars? The Times gave it 5 stars. Bloody hell, was that 5 out of 10 or is that 5 out of 5? So Logan, I think it's a Wolverine backstory, perhaps. I think it was a bit of an odd one, this, isn't it? Because although more recently he's done, with Deadpool, Wolverine, kind of, I say, like crossover, both of them in there. I don't think at this time it was, yeah, this is kind of part of the Marvel universe. I think Nerdy Geezer could probably confirm, or if I'm talking BS on that piece. But I think, Spider-Man was the rights for that was owned by Sony, and then I think Wolverine, X-Men perhaps by someone else. It was all divvied up, so I don't even think it sits against the normal Marvel cinematic universe timeline. But I might be talking BS, but it's meant to be a good movie. I'm judging by the 15. I hope it's got a bit of grittiness to it, which is what it needs with Wolverine. But I do love love that character. But yeah, never bloody seen it. Last one, absolute silliness, and it's a sequel. The first film, I think it's just 2 of them. I don't think it's 3 yet, but there may well be one on the way. The first one I watched not that long ago and thoroughly enjoyed it, just because it's a bit of a rampage shark movie. So that was Meg. This is Meg 2, which I need to get around to watching with the boy Jason Stratham. So Stratham. I don't know how you bloody pronounce it, but yeah, just silliness on an Uber scale. So that's my 10. Please go and check out X-Files 2708's awesome channel, and yeah, consider subbing to him. He knows he's far more in the know about all things movie film related than I am, and it's always a pleasure to watch. He's done a few videos. I think I need to catch up on the most recent one with a friend of his, James, and they plenty of banter, top 10 action stuff, and yeah, really good watch. So yeah, long may that series continue. I'll put details in the description. And I'm about to go off now and record the next VR. I hope the camera lasts. Cheers for watching.